أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The topic of my talk today is on extravagance in Islam. What is extravagance? The Arabic term for extravagance is israf, meaning to waste, and it is a major sin. Furthermore, israf is the act of spending to excess on acquiring things that are not needed. It is one of those types of sins that most of us often indulge in without realizing, because there is no uniform reason or way of spending excessively. Some of us are extravagant in the attempt to achieve self-satisfaction and temporary happiness in this world, while for others the drive is unconstrained greed and pride. We can see israf is not just related to expenditure. It includes all unnecessary waste of resources, whether it be running the tap excessively whilst performing wudu, or throwing away excess food. Even overeating falls under israf. Why do people do it? In modern terms, israf is commonplace. The internet is flooded with photos of selfies and fancy homes, posh cars, and once-in-a-lifetime holidays. We commonly show off our extravagances and compete with one another. It is a part of modern times to do so, and has become a very normal aspect of society. Acquiring a life of luxury seems to be something modern times encourage us to do. Everything needs to be newer, bigger, better, brighter, from our phones to our cars to our homes. However, we must realize this is not what our deen teaches us to do. Allah states in the Quran, "Let the rich man spend according to his means, and the man whose resources are restricted, let him spend according to what Allah has given him. Allah puts no burden on any person beyond what he has given him." Surah 65 verse 7. Muslims are ordered to abstain from extravagancy at multiple places in the Quran. For instance, "And do not squander wastefully. Surely the squanderers are the followers of shaitans, and the shaitan is ever ungrateful to his Lord." Surah 17, ayah 26 to 27. Exhibiting israf is a major sin according to the Quran. The extravagant are the inmates of the fire, and this is according to Surah Mu'min, ayah 43. Thus, israf is a distraction in the dunya and a tool of shaitan. However, israf is not just a modern sin. We have been given lessons from the time of Musa, alayhi salam, about a man called Qarun who led a lavish lifestyle. Qarun was from the tribe of Musa alayhi salam, but he spied on the Israelites for Fir'aun and despised the followers of Islam. According to him, they were poor and dispossessed. He had masses of wealth, he dressed in finery, had magnificent chariots, and travelled with much fanfare. Others looked at his life and wished for the same. In the end, Allah destroyed him. The lessons from Qarun are as follows. One should never be arrogant over wealth, knowledge, or fame. Allah does not like those who exalt their wealth. Use whatever wealth Allah has given you towards earning a better place in the Akhirah. This is the best investment. At the same time, do not renounce the world. Do good deeds, speak in favour of the oppressed, and do not support mischief. Do not think your status in society is because of your knowledge or wealth. This is all from Allah. Allah has bestowed this on you, and He has a power to take this away in a second if He so wills. Therefore, thank Allah for what He has given you, and do not envy what others have. You do not know what fate awaits the others whom you admire for their wealth and who otherwise seem lucky to you. Allah awards heaven exclusively to those who do not seek glory on this earth, nor cause chaos. Their end is the Akhirah, which is the best end. Never despise the poor, for indeed they are the true inheritors of heaven. If they follow the right path, obey Allah and His Prophet ﷺ, and do good deeds. So how can we try to avoid israf today? What tips can I give you to try to help? Number 1. Spend in moderation and spend in charity. Where do we spend? Remove unnecessary routine purchases. For example, most of us have gym membership we don't even use. Number 2. Avoid using shopping as a leisure activity. Beware of terms like sale and discount and buy two, get one free. They are traps, not bargains, as we are led to believe. And this terminology is frequently used to tempt us to buy more than we need, whether in store or online. Think about other ways to relax than shopping. A walk perhaps, or gardening. Number 3. Most of us have wardrobes full of clothes, and we should appreciate what we have. Make the most of the clothes we have, rather than follow societal trends. Clothing tends to come back in fashion anyhow. Number 4. We often overfill our plates with little thought as to how hungry we actually are, and so food goes to waste. Or we fill up our fridges with perishable goods and end up throwing away off food we didn't even get a chance to consume. So in conclusion, if we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He shall certainly forgive us. We, on our part, should make sincere efforts not to be wasteful in our daily lives and not to exceed the limits in whatever we are engaged in. Not only is this Islam, but it also helps with the environment and climate change. Moderation has to be practiced by us, even in routine acts like eating, sleeping and talking. Brothers and sisters, instead of spending lavishly and being ostentatious, let us spend of what Allah has given us on our families, relatives, the needy and the homeless. By doing so, we attain the pleasure of Allah.